this is a short video explaining what I think would be the best guitar for any beginner to learn on, and the best amplifier. The guitar is Ibanez RG321. Why I think it's perfect is it's got the most perfect neck you'll probably find. 24 frets, so it makes it, you've got two sets of 12s, easy for learning. It's a fixed bridge, so you don't have to mess around with fine tuning and all the unlocking and locking, because when you're learning you're never going to be able to use the tremolo. You'll be so stuck concentrating on what you can do with your left hand, you just have your brain won't be able to cope with bending and dive bombs, etc. And it might actually slow down your learning of scales if you're trying to concentrate on pinched harmonics and altering the pitch of the guitar. So stick to a fixed bridge, whatever you do. And as opposed to a Les Paul, this is nice and light, so it won't hurt when you're holding it up practicing, which most people will do. Also, unlike a Les Paul, because it's very thin, you'll be able to lie back and it won't cut into your chest or anything like that. And it's going to be a lot cheaper. EMG pickups you might not like. I suppose some experts will tell you why a beginner shouldn't have these and they'll be better off with some more standard pickups. So that is probably the only downside, but it's easy to change strings and they generally stay in tune for a long time, and they do sound very punchy. Went through a metal amplifier, which this has great settings if you like metal. I'm not reading from a script here, so I'm making quite a few blunders in what I say. But the reason I picked this over this Marshall, which I really wanted but bought it without trying, is because it just sounds really beefy. And plus, it's got loads of built-in effects, so you won't need foot boxes and stomp boxes, whatever they're called, which can be expensive, and you can end up mucking around them for hours. This, it's got a great clean channel and an absolute amazing metal sound. It's got all these different gadgets, all these different, so you can put flanges, phases, but if you are learning, you shouldn't be using all that rubbish for a few years. You should just be mastering scales, timing, some chords, chord progressions, theory, basic. But it does make it a bit more fun, and it's got an excellent clean channel. Here I've got everything: drive flat up, bass flat up, no mid-range now, treble flat up. But that sounds shit with that one. But bring that. This is called a Spider 331, 12-inch speaker, Celestro, and I think you can get them used for about £80. This guitar again used will be about 120 quid, and if you go on the internet you can generally find a brilliant one second hand. So what I would 100% do is avoid Les Pauls to learn on, avoid anything with this, like this Steve Vai with this silly locking stuff here, you have to fine tune it and piss around with. This can take half an hour and 45 for a setup in a shop. It can take you, unscrewing this, tuning it in, retuning it, fine tuning it. Nah, waste of time. Definitely stick to Strat guitars. Avoid flying V's if you're learning. Something like one of these. I used to hate Strats to start with because I love Slash and Jimmy Page, and I thought that was the way to go. But if you're learning, you just want to get something which is brilliant to learn on, and then you can get your sound and change guitars after, say, 5 years of playing. So my advice is, to just get something like this, an Ibanez for Jackson 22, 24 frets, no whammy bar, no tremolo. Don't go to a shop and get your trousers pulled down over the price. Just buy a nice second-hand one. But don't buy these Marshall amps either, because they look brilliant, but they sound thin, trebly. It's not a warm, rich sound. No. And there's something like £350 where these are about 180 new. And I think that's twice the amplifier. Yeah, that's about it. I don't mind getting some abuse. If you want to give me some abuse, call me a prick, cunt, whatever, I'm shit. Yeah, it's true, but I wish someone had told me about getting just a basic simple guitar to learn on, and then progress to something you want in say 5-10 years when you can actually play. But I still can't play. There you go.